Krabreti Tima Kosise no Naibaba Yebe Pijimu na Diakibia Atwaso Etimiera Mandini Abu Dhabi Fidema Michael Sarbodu Michael Komia Jemfi Yawana Apostle Ana fi Bishop Atapuku Omunyina Boana Nema de Yepa Etimi Edia Momo boy Chidom no Yewo Nas Ena Fisono Yo Ricardo Vras Yewo Tiwa Ena Yewo Momaka Omota Jumadi Nichi Baba Betranse Etimi Eri Ramadin Sema Odronano Etimi Ebana so on the shootout ni say no ye transfer ya fisem na ene ehwe didi hon komo serebeya ye beboa na Ghana Sport afa ne ntomapa efra no ene ehwe didi hon komo eboa e ma hye no koye pretimi edema na seda kase ne nko e ma aboafo da ne de nyina omo ekra ya se e ba ne ba be transfer etimi edi dwumadi no etimi ere man on Facebook no oba search Sompa 93.1 on Facebook no e Sompa 93.1 no search na on sato so a wa like wa share na aboa na niama so no etimi akọ kama pa etimi ede amamunti esa pepe ene mun sensem no esi eti a ye di ewram na bibia akoye pere amaboarba medical research center semenka emfancho se fara kuma aye hun sensem a omo na beboa na wogia wona so na niama koye pere etimi era mantinei wenya haw kakra wo akoma no ana omo se wa hyase enyenya sa susuanso ya na wa mana aboto wa baba be ramo maso ye no maboa na wogia wona so na niama koye pa etimi ere amasenete o wa oti so oti no epa wo ga wa kunkodin akon anya de se no etimi ekọ enye no nko wo so na ante se wakoma no ebo pai na afi su kra no edu bebi a na ayese wani su twumbo zimujabro so enso de no ho agima ni na ebo na ntotoe no akoyi emfama wa na won zampa bibi ya aba bi siti ma na nyansa to anamo na bra be romo maso ne emboa na nhihye no ende da ye kama pa so no etimi emfama na ntotoe no so no enkoyi etimi emfama ntintentem no huni sa pe no aba be romo e wo bo heba a medical research center ne aboa na we gyan so nya no nkono mo hwe yesen ya wa hodo ne bi ti say hepatitis diabetes o preba onya bi nam ya ye and alpha typhoid fever kinimu hawo ni lebe ne aboa na ne ma da ye pa etimi era ma ulcer na edu nya ye rena nso ya aboa na hihye no akoyi kama pa so no etimi edi amao enye no nko amo se yenka emfantro say ya wa bia unza no edin ane no enko editi ano oba na aba be ramo maso ya omre na ya boa ma nema akoyi pa etimi edi ama na hihye no so no etimi akoyi na senete ompomo aro ni chimu adoato adumanu last stop wa na jeso mo ne sof ma me no tondo kono eni di anywhere amubo ejuma joda ko kukusi memenda anopa nonso abon 7am de ko ekukura 5:30 pm no na ya boa na ne ma koyi pa etimi da manti form number no 0257 472 506 0257 472 506 na 0249 761 508 0249 761 508 ni amwa na gina una so na nema ended the year pen farmer Sompa sika promotion and call for the 5 Ghana cities abomodin edi sika twidie pa epo ama nema koyie pa etimi eramantu ofia na wafa code no abomodin etimi era to na aboa na hihye no adeda ye kama pa etimi edi ama na musem no say netie star 256 star 3 hash star 256 star 3 hash ebape obonzi ne edidi so sa ye wo Sompa Kumasi ye wo Sompa Sunyane enti bebi a wona ohwe beboa ma ntotoe na koyi ere ama no na odi afa ho na aboa na hihye no so no etimi adeda ye kama pa so no etimi edi ama na bibia enso etimi akoyi tuana mona niam ndeda ye pa so no etimi emfa amount me pacho a star 256 3 hash dabi me pacho mfa me star 256 3 hash star 256 star 3 hash star 256 star 3 hash na wawura na ampo ma bibia de da yeso no etimi edi amana hihye na etimi akoyie pa nti no amadaro me baba be ramo ebo edwuma na kama pa etimi ere me no so echi no asedare bi kwa farmer 21st keneki aka zo re sere niam de sie ko na hihye na sie ti a otumu zampa de bibia edi da na kwa ma akoyie kama pere ma na ya emane nyansa tu anamo na romu 21st kene kaso ne amboa na gina ona so na bibibia enkoyi kama pa so no entimi emfama na hihye no entimi enkoyi na senete yesi ne siatika onkomode 21st kene be na yaboa na ne ma deda yie pa so no entimi ediama na bibia akọ kama pa entimi rama ni na ze ma memo aya amukodwa no ya na omo transiche omo transi amomoto asinti no twetwetwe omo atwetwetwe omo amane no enante no nwa ye din nwa we adabi no o baba be ubu bia ba ko a yere ni aboa na wogia na so na sa ha nyina eto etimi atwa no 21st kene koma so ye ubegia na so kreme wa ko djuma so akwa akobọ djuma na ne wa ko ye pere amana ne yesen ya wa hodo na no o baba be ramo maso omere na ya bwana yetimi aso ano ama nso no wetimi gia wona so na ne makuera manti bi etise typhoid fever ebi tise malaria fever ebi etise hepatitis ebi nso no etise stroke hypertension ni na no ye bre ne aboa na yetimi aso ano etimi edi amomo laba okwa yebedo so ahu bebi aye ne hye se resiti ne yaso ano eri amana scan services so no ekoso o maso e makase weekend bi ano ya atofo na je massage no na oje massage na uzampa emu edeye pa prebo na so no oja na so amane makuera mafte no ne the machine treatment no etimi asan ka more than 15 branches Ghana bibia omo eye ejuma Kumasi and overseas junction on Benafri radio oboase cancel contest call junction be nyomo Accra Dome market no unyomo sunyane nkranza ne man maybe omu ye juma form number no 0249 311 311 0249 311 311 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 tieramu na ye didi din koma akra na mboa na ne mande da ye pa entimi emfa emana ye hye koma na se dia ye ramo the Black Queens of Ghana omo aso ye ni nkoma akra ni na ze mawa no aniji semaba omo abomode secure qualification ne wafko no omo kwakwa jamo etimi abo ejuma obaki aye ni Namibia man no ene etimi ye de bo ani na ye je na so etimi ye ejuma no first leg e course ewo Accra Sports Stadium no ye chi omo etimi abo meka no mako miensa amo mu timi etimi baako entine ne hu be yanse ye be kona return encounter no ye etimi akobo ampa ye de ni chemo South Africa patam game no aba na wie sisi a ye ba na wie sisi a no wo wesere ne ma si eko ene di eroma na chese ni no omo abogana kabako a ye ntimi antintini na mo no aboama ye mawa no abomode a free to on aggregate no ere omo ko minima hihye no eko ye pretimi ere ma hye no zeni ma me friend no hotel e baba be room no almost be say 11 matches awa bona fei ene wabomode etimi nya ni ntwodi a edikin amun komo no ye di erom na aboa na hihye na da ye pa etimi edi amantie sa pepe ena nkomo no esieti a ene ye bo omabaso na niema so no adeda ye so no etimi edi amom edi mu nkomo no erom na bibia koye pre etimi edi amana emfi woni enkokodi nkomo akra orwani so no echemu ewo Ghana Premier League a eguso a ekoso na empefo abomodin a coach of the month November and afi player of the month November yetimi edi nominees no aba be rame boa manema deda ye pa etimi edi ema muntina ye krado a ye coach of the month nominees no era ne edaso a no jepene etimi ahwe no enti emu nkomo no ne se de niema de si etie no ye opempa ye friend Christopher Enin ojamu etimi ede mabrekum Chelsea amujirize ejuma obona fi no e ejuma so a eboa manema deda ye pa etimi ede ma club a ye from brekum Chelsea o check the month November about 5 matches every ne 4 a draw bako wandincho abomode she goals ninsia era ne no notimi e concede bako Nurudin Amadu e jamere ma FC Samate so no o check the month November about 5 matches every name yensa or draw bako eno lusu bako abomode she 6 goals ni ehye mienu etimi editi ano eno so echini o Kasim o Kansi Mengal ojamu etimi edema Nation FC abomode at the month November ono so about 5 matches every name 4 etimi andro bi no lusu bako o 7 goals ni ehye bako eti ano ena coach Ibrahim Tanko enso jamu etimi edema Lions so no o check your abomode a the month November no otimi ebo 5 matches every ni free or draw 1 no lose 1 goals no oshenso ena ehye nsia etimi editi ano enti eno so ye de aba be roma no fiona o we player of the month na eno so nominees no e roma November no say na esietie o ro ani chema ye Isaac Minta obo edwumere ma eduana boboko no obo 4 matches no 308 minutes or share 4 goals and MVP no obo mode agimi no your Hamza Isa Isansu Jame the Mark to Fukono sono ebo 6 matches onya 540-minute goals no Oshena MVP wanje bako kra ye Augustino kra okra su Jana naso otimi ebo 5 matches 450 minutes obo no mode share 3 goals MVP no osan ebo mode 8 mi agemiensa ene all Razak since no so no ebo mode ebo 3 matches 270 minutes otimi nya goal no bako ene MVP no obo mode 8 mi enya mienu edi omo na emrante ehwe na ya bo mode 8 mi ibu bako na that special award no ewura metimi rama no na aboa amantutu na koyie pa etimi edi ama mo ntie sa prepe ena esietie yemfio ne kokoko rama crowd fo komaso ya pesere me confirm etimi rama anopa no ene omo hwehwe omo ye ne omo mo di ram no omo next game no against Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotokwa yebo no Kumasi Baba Sports Studio na mum no omo home na mun sensem no ena ne Alaja kan bi abomode di nkoma akra era fa grass na wako ene yesiska ha to fo kutwi ama no mun sensem no se na pepa na abomode akase dia fa no
Awako issue, Masa, make it clear, Awako Sasikano. Awako doesn't he deserve those money that we paid him? I don't want to bring Awako's issue on air at all. We are tackling that issue on a private matters. And son of those saying some about the Yena could brew baby Pensudia, then there is no understanding. Look, are you telling me say Awako doesn't deserve to take that money as a salary? I know on the local plaza there too. They went to Morocco. Morocco no Mokayana. He got injured over there. That is the issue. From January, the team up to August. Though Obemo MI, Yannick Chelsea, and Yannick Kim Faisal on 2 occasions. Less than 10 minutes, I think, back on about 15 minutes, back on about 10 minutes. And we're trapped in his nail. And do you think, sir, we're so happy to see him sitting down not to play? Please, I'm out for Babetina Radio, so let them do their checking very well. And if any Papa Babetina see, then you just be saying things to incite supporters against the leaders.
Tiamo ya command ni perfect Elijah can be apomode akere fa grasina wa konzi du bibia central for yense ni bia ya kan ya na no edin kakra na mum ye kan yen kasa with fat na wako enye omo pe ze not woni etwa ne ka ogiska aboda na ball no shera bobi e ba ne sa ya na ha adwe na mum ipra ena etimi romeri ama na ma na kunya so beba na waba bi jam no abo edwuma na aboa na ne wadeda yie pa etimi edi amom ntie no en command yo bom modin etimi edi ja ya ne nyina mo na aboa ma na ma da din pe de mo FC Samates ama brand here friend Michael Efson this season our former washas here ebo bogus ni bi etimi on FC ne no edi nkomo ne bi na say first time anya akunya ba ababe rama babe edwuma e wo Ghana league ni mu ye na already division 1 na ode baba be nya akunya abebo edwuma e de ma Samates na de na kan de fa see no bomo de ne nkomo no ejai
It wasn't easy. It was a way I drew it was challenging my strikers are quite way into me winning games, they're hardly. And it's our responsibility to score. So if it's not coming, they're hardly. But we really thank God for what happened yesterday, giving us the first win in our away games. It wasn't easy.
Etiano ya command no Mike Efson e bon de jai on ne ya na omo ekwa we na we ne mbagosu no muntimi hye no e no abomode ne edidi di on koma e bo ama ne makoye pet me after no o sam bomode de nkomo no bi so the resource no see no bomode ka
it's a privilege, you understand? Everyone more motivations and I will score more, you understand? Me from Division 1, experience the first, league, Ghana Premier League, tough kakra, but the radius for this journey so far. I'm expecting more goals, you understand? I'm expecting more goals this season. And not only for me to help the team and everyone as well.
Somataka, your friend Michael F. Senabon de Jebwa, Manema Kuye Pre Timera and Semo, Mo na Beba, na Babeto, Timera, Mama Sedani Binko, Fama, Bois for more Esoya Semiaba, a Babetramu Age Manabe, Heba Clinic, Macanse Mamia Beach, Madu Dino, ya dear Honti, Papa, na Uyubia. Romana Sua Bidrunkutu or Bebwana with John Naso, Nanema Kuye Pre Timera, Mawe Bema, what did you say, Kese, Oya Bema. And I feel so this Econa, na chese wa hodeno aba forma, Nina no behena, wapwana, and what didn't me CPSita, Yabiuma, or Ben Wayne, if you're now with John Nasaman to Tiano, Akuyi, come pray to me at Amanteria Mamia Bay, or prostitute on a winner Habuma, or when we if you're on a loan spend count or Bomodere 8 Castle, Emma Ujina Naswa, Nemakuyi Peda, my baby girls, or Bera Sisi and Fiamma Bibi Chayopo, Ayakono, Nae, de Banasa, Yaran. Get me about few bia try ye ewo so a ya na e ha dwen kakra na so ni nyina no ma me no ebeboa ma so no nyame afa no so dia bibidun kuto etimi asaw ya ye na we gian na so na nema adaye pa etimi edia ma kama pa ntie za pepe ene mu nkomo no esieti a ye de edan wona aboa ama hihye na adaye pa etimi edia ma na bibia enso etimi akoyi kama so no etimi rama na sickle cell for na kwada na yezu nyindu bebi obefimu na nya no kre ze ma me abeti ase no obeboa ma ba no enya na yaisa ejian na so na ne makuira makora so ya sickle cell test no scan test no oyeta no so apatrapa new site o obena apatrapa junction number no 0243 3453920 34539 na 0506 460208 4602008 niambwa na ne man koye printimi emfama drinks a abedwa ma so ankofo edin dance no eye mienu pe ba ko ye mixer 5G yere haba mani nduaba na ye na anya bi na abo a onse ya de ebe mo ahoden shonko wegia na so na ne man koye pa etimi edi ama kama pa yere nduaba ne haba wodo na ye ntikafe bi anim de wom ne se ye Ghana wo ma wadwe na da ebenyane no grapes no bo modern a uyam niema no ema ne yejuma kama pa na jensen no eyi ntinima ema ugina ona so adwuma de bia wudi bia no niema koye petimi era momo a ene di miso fruit drinks aba organic fruit so onye bi na aba uzampa ne mu ede panti ne eyi na aba esmas ya aba be party bia de ni padodo na eba be hiem no mixer 5G miso fruit drinks na aba modern na wagina abo na ne ma de ye pa etimi ede amanchi mu bia obetimi afa na ma we na mpemfu edi nkomo na abo na baby obia also on set me akab 0246 270221 0246 270221 0558 1063480 0558 Manager Daniel all 21st Connect Orwani Chima overseas opedudo na to abeko akwa kunyebi obi kan supermarket 60 wabebo na wanyebi and afi Mama Esther Orwani Chima com Royal Ventures Watra Baptist University ebu akwa no obomode no wajibi and afi PNC Ventures wa no manje taxi station Osi Charity Hospital ya shube na Sachi Enterprise no Orwani Chima safo abinchi a Osi VIP car park ne ebo no so wajibi na aboa na nema de ye pa etimi edi amame no kasa no orwani chema nyamboa Friday ya kasa mediama ejomo na so na omo abo ejuma na aboa na nema de ye pa etimi edi amamo na munkomo no ene se de nema esi etie no gate fi hun sensema mediama for ya baba be ram no ye di kiaka ze match we ne se de nema esi etie no omo cheso mabomo de atetete nema so a wo akonya so nso beko akakobo eni akoma na nema koye pa etimi edi amanti o 10 Ghana cedi 20 Ghana cedi na fi 100 Ghana cedi no VIP no ena ne era na aboa manema koye pa so no etimi edi amanti 10 Ghana cedi 20 Ghana de meze ne bo ne yade a e wo fom ye papa nti ozi nyina ekọ na yetimi ekoko support o mo sere o mo dwom na so against abuse that no ye support o mo bo edwuma boa amanema koye pa etimi eremo na munkomo no ene ram ne kasa ma for de mo Patrick Akoto di nkomo de di kan ye bizanzo on fam kakra Africa ne bonan kasa no expenses wom ne sere ne ma na isi ekono se na ye isi etie se no obomo de nkomo no ejai
of the quality.
Yes.
I didn't obey onya. I think it's a how many any clubs in Casa Mediama. Yeah, one of the very few clubs that fine hotels even in the local league.
Yeah,
top hotels near that. And after that, you're not going to you know, top hotels near that. It's not because ABSB. Look, if you don't have the beyond passion, if you don't have the desire and the passion for this game, what you mean? Because you see, it does not commiserate with neighbor returns. So, here an analysis. The Ben who said, "I'm a player."
Davi.
1,800,000, 500. Until you hardly good. It's how do we do it? It's difficult. But it's only the desire. That is why Miss Amma say, we are the PS4 no musician. The Bernard say some are stopped, some are now lost without a trace. Some have decided to move to other ventures.
Yes.
But he has kept faith and focus with this team.
We are commanding Patrick Akoto, Katsama for the Mammy Diamabo, Korobomade, a timid Yamana, so no says or said no see church and Madeno Kaumpa. Now, time or Mobomode, Edgy Capano, or more Kokushiyama, Pinini, didn't call Pimpin Show, Mobonyon on Qua, Speaker of Parliament in Sonabomode show, Bonababi do not, as they be more dynamic or Moshe, Zenka, Beyanka, and Henny Bibinamba, and also no, Sino Bomode de Uncomono, Etimijai.
About 1 million Ghana cedis. One penny, Kasa Kojubilia also be 1 penny. I was happy. We are no 1 penny. I said, "Come." But you say, "A boss." It's in you. GD say, "1 penny." Every money. Open. Was it's a pledge.
Bye. What GD say?
Oh no. Yes, a club there. You GD pa. Let me say, "Me GD." Minim that about there, but me GD. Say beba. Speaker there. Let me feel say bantam. Yeah, a bantam. Can make a weird necrane. Say
beba na.
Yeah, before baby you cry na I click say oh yes we are there mumra na is because we are electronic digital and we say of Jubilee House media computer so media speaker there so you go see him na 100 ni kwa my na 10 there no but you GD because me can say about as a club no we just want to be careful because pledge it and we prefer to be through diplomatic channels. We say I'm central for now. Your colleagues in Indian for now. Almost can't want them because if you're if you're much, but yeah, as a club here, it is all on penny on a pledge on their mind. Almost so dream for asking a crab ministry among cash and Pendacon for Koi or Honan, the more 500,000 money. Then you call first. Yes.
I know your command a pin pound about the other for afternoon or confirm it. I'm as a name headed the Dean Party Friday week. A berry Jonathan so was sourcing a Baba Ramutinu, Ababe Bridgma, et me at the Abominamo, Hamidu, na Joseph Fatau, no ni Zomono decide one so the beefy black stars from doctors no, and I must say, Nasina update on players who's on last game on boy and Omonia Quina, and Siakano, Sino Bomodiano so the mine.
So I available. So I don't know train no kind of accumulation. Calf revise no first no. Calf do group stage it cars no but calf that be in the competition na near started. It no was several we or be available. How many do on medical grounds? For that they mean check because na the Black Stars because your medical team no are in constant touch with the Black Stars technical team. Because they buy Black Star material or a Black Star player. It I think that recommendation came from the national team. So using him will be a problem for us, and of course, but it shows here what depth.
I know your command your bomb didi. Get a fan web man ya madeda ye pe ti mera ma nyanti as a younger or my baba be do Ghana ha. Ti young Africans no more Tanzania. And easy one is you in abaku ma fees wuta konkoni. And ani o joining our rounds and pa or my baba be do yeni ni. Ti ombe baba be ramu kumasi ababe to on sisi no na Friday. Or my baba be jasho mona boa na ibibia ku yera mamonra. Krobia kumasi asante koroko John mana swechi brekum Chelsea e bomo e kana bakwa. Or more intimate and after the game no ya bomo DNA chairman K5 Edin Komo the game is the chairman winning a 10 point and I be off late Kotoko Jomana so a match is no more bono anyway never na wedding see no bomo din e kasa etimi e foul
media side way about me the shit I catch the players and yeah, they are all you coach. The 12 is on to mobile. The 200 players who said no ball or so. And yeah, when we are media, the
Eti ano ye command to ja jazampa orwani chemo manshia chief of staff ono jidisa namoa openkesi ni 2 ye ne kan bi na ginger team no ntia se da bi wa obo mode no de remedy ma no kaza e bi na na obenza namo na ma nanka unizazi players ni bi wo ma omo gba abra na sesen eno so se no obo mode ndi anu ye no etimi ejai
Kasa wa person kan ora kan process say Makwala ball over to say. The first 5 matches, let us say. Even your 5 matches, as I say Makwala ball. National team. Put your ball as a ball. Actually, because I'm the chief of staff. Why are you? My players not in position. I'm one coach. I'm in position. I won't be in position. And you guys now you don't know.
Etia no your command chairman K5 e bomo de to dwebo ma ne ma deda dimpa me da ma me sha say for fuse ni nkomo me say aniji sema ba finally Ghana is secure qualification e ko akobo wafcon ni bi e ko bi a che kakra say we use ya brepa Namibia for pressure pa ne ade omo diru no nyina no ya qualify na sema wodo na no watiti ti ramu na me nko Mike so ansa na apje mu.
Yes, my member no after labaso me sure say Abu Dhabi free so be for Black Queens and win the first loss and set me aka.
Yes.
Bittersweet victory. Yeah, say the 100% recorded that and done the number of goals on my share. Then your mana and me uncle and farmer, but the sweetness around it near a Ghana to me I call Bruni Usu. Oh.
Come over na Nigeria gukura
Usu. I think this means also there are different ways and your need to Ghanaians.
Yes.
What do they tell me emphasize what you should have? Oh. Everyone who say be a achievement to who be out.
Oh, na say who ni ma ya unze say Black Queens qualify court major tournament be say achievement but the woman say conditions no oba beto so na say the team is it and we improve team ni bebre.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In terms of style of play.
Yes.
Mentality around these particular ladies, the choices of players. Also I call up mama for Gazanona.
David.
By who tamana mesitego mo no man no collapse. Any issues be a peja.
I'm appealing
modi na nemu. So people there's on say they be amekasa same way say if you have the right environment to do your job, or thrive so well. You do so well. If you have the right environment to thrive in. When there's a lot of noise around the kind of job you are doing now, Abu to be affected productivity pa. And why her Black Queens at this particular time around no didn't know more calmness be more. Sure, omu background power be see akanya baby omu kodadi omu city but the pictures they even take you to see a lot of things have changed around the team. Nyoma be brasesa and kasani na ko for the girls are working so hard to make sure at the end of the day they achieve way. The next now we've qualified. Adebako and Fancy 3 years say we are not there yet.
Yes.
What did the mention no? Because of late on the African soil no. Still now you have the likes of Zambia and South Africa man still no more PJ Mudeko. We saw Mamelodi Sundowns man so na kwakoje the Women's Champions League. Most of them are going to play for the national team. Zambia for no World Cup, Nigeria for World Cup maybe. So you look at the progress of these nations now. Some level na first maybe abeka se Ghana near war you qualify for Olympic Games, you qualify for Alcon, near Kobe near Boni say. But no master. So you were fem. Let's accept the reality and not and my PJ expectations no beyond no be a far pressure being from team no. We've qualified for Alcon. Yenye preparations in Kakaka. Let's take it step by step. Ukobi ba then there's a level of continuity. No as be. Sa you're managing a long-term project. You can keep it at hand. Because what share so bit my jumano on develop it even in Kulano Makwana 20 money in Adiabano. Yebenya Princess Zebi Mboko represent here Olympic Games. They will come back. Most of them will have the opportunity to come into the senior team. When Mahuso to me Frey, I think one of these players or the best player will wafu here boy under 70 was under 20.
I'm a captain.
He an opportunities ombra.
Yes.
So when say and that's one or honum salis in Clanketing. Stella Nyameche. There is a hope for most of them said do na bit many opportunity about rem. Maybe I'm someone you know Susan and Namechre, but I believe say with time or when you have any opportunity. Comfort me na from. By her age in the comfort Mususa. But yes, still they've called them into the national team. And then some back they give them opportunities. More opportunities. And was set here a certain standard. You know, we should say, Bianca, Bema team need to say, Kemizenka, how be any baby as but Mobana set standard. And now Black Queens are the main or the best national team in the country now. Which good time.
Oh, a Chinibino.
A Chinibino. TSU Betnan, Momu de Bomba Basso, now Black Sheep there. Himself can be your motor, come for fair. We are saying, Black Sheep have gone, Abu Dhabi.
Ukoboja be feri akomia.
Black.
Eza itwi nsuru ko e ma ho.
Esa we dey.
Itwi nsuru ko ama ho. Ko ye kona vigidi.
That's a one who drew na no ada no wado so gidi drew na no ada no wado say am gidi na.
Wa na wakai.
As I would repa ala bibi ada didi. E drew na was yes. We gidi e drew for us dem mabamabu. Hey,
Beke ni kumoz ye ni amabu.
E ro ababu.
Wa na me kai say aje Afcon no 4.
Na ma vim
for na ma me vim.
Yes,
I'm ma me vim cry Ivory Coast for assassin so I come.
It ye ma vim se bibi be.
Ivory Coast ye say ni omo a.
Yo.
I don't want to change my puka no.
I don't want to change
my puka no. But any omo amu bi.
You see, Abu, congratulations to them and wish them the best. Now on to Accra House of Folk. Issues surrounding the club. Any whole press conference and no more tenacity or more Drew maybe now me share Okra had share me. Say House of Folk for a press conference say good man is some more kind this. Obeka say at the only rights on Baba Bonti Ababe disregard such news and yes they have the right. But is it appropriate? Tina Babu Kasi wadi nyina ho kwan be nani nyina na fata e. What I say? House of Folk ho kwan so bit Baba be you mo just to come and clear. But that particular press conference or board meeting from Penny for Cottonance, I don't think even some of the House of Folk supporters will buy it. Because the Pakono mote one no. In terms of their level of integrity of the field, their level of achievement, level no. But when it comes to House of Folk decision making, any new may be on my year, and maybe a tremuno, supporters in your money.
Yes.
So anytime I talk about be a biano, supporters in this room say I can be, and or do temuni a good team. It's the upon a chair say. I know you now baby in that particular time. No, you are not even worsening the case because supporters no money they obey any. Sometimes you allow some issues to die in natural death. Oh my do. And if House of Folk start getting results, I didn't cook man kika in and say be is a move.
Yes.
House no kotoko na epe issues ni de be surrounding the bia no say results nya shase say e ba say kukuro
na ba bia idi.
Some won sem na mo kaka ni na say be is a move. Enfa so be amba. What so issues surrounding players.
Yes.
Where I say, and a coach and I say, and where I say, and it was all over, which was true. Says some of the players had issues with the coach had issues with the players. Communication was poor. It was true. That press conference now Kotokoye or Baba Sports Stadium no. At some point in time before say we the omo na to adwam. Then yeah. By near Kotoko no. Support a Kaiser press conference because so me Kokasi.
Obi ankai.
Should we chairman K5 supporters no mudia let you know. Uku mape and no munim. So if House of Folk is winning games, some of these stories are totally unnecessary. Waka ko free mo FA Cup. Ono an kasa ne baby a akopedia to no waka ko free mo. If the team is performing, say press conferences in the kasa team bebrebe na top on goal. And as some na Kubman ekano, Abu Dhabi, no kura na say no kure. Ube deny say no kure. But maybe sources closer to these players who could also confirm say be a players and so need be made in Komaka Chongo say no kure. And you will say House of Folk omuduma in terms of buying some players within the team positions be are not more signing players be no. That players be me say no mu bo mu say be omunyi future club ni. I'm not saying say it is true some mom can say mom for mom. But from the line and I'm say as a Kuban Ebeka say Penifoni be catching some mom money at the other no. What the to kakra di na ko the transfer market of House of Folk ni positions and House of Folk open up. It could be true. Yes. House of Folk can almost sign is really now munya.
Yes.
House of Folk na komunya defensive midfielder pa kompe. Na komunya attacking midfielder pa na komu ye dey. Omope. You will say players be crumple for months as the Kwabiti says Stephen Usuba na yene. No more peseto say so at some point in time.
Yes.
Omunyina na momusa si nyina de kokko e kupi mo be fufuro. They would have loved to get these players. So unya seto say no nya bana hina. Na say House of Folk crumple decide so obo 4-3-3. And then the three midfielders no open up about be creativity obey creative actions they are more man obey progress bonelo. E me Usuba na hina ba ya kama Salif Ibrahim go mobi. So these are matters House of Folk needs to do, and then those players, no, so the edge club, no. I want Manchester United.
Omo years old job.
Omo years old. Omo edge club, no. Salif Ibrahim is one of the best players at House of Folk. Who are any top 3 players at House of Folk this season? Me may Ono Salif Ibrahim. Me may Hamza. Their top goal scorer. No matter Imvu, Glade Utanga. May those 3 players. They've been very solid for House of Folk. It took us a Munyan Chenya. Then it raises a lot of questions around what you wanted to do. But what I'm saying is, House of Folk compare results. If they get results, good man see A, we see B. Hey, problems is where we to connect house. Nabu, you bet me I can 1 billion times. Hey, I can be on call baby. Odo to see what on call baby. One the better appointed next coach. Why? Omo na ye adwuma no. So what matters here is if House of Folk should be winning games, how can certain team winning and it's an over winning them? Yes, some body so then baby any whole baby.
Yes.
On also constated.
The lamented no pax.
No pax. Go Stars, bad results. But the fact of the matter is Swatrema is not a small club habit over rather. And definitely Swatrema no mobile home so much. They have quality players. They've actually this season said they are one of the best. It's good because it's our resource and but before that new with the nations about our show. E wo fie na de ana ba bia ne Go Stars di to mo pa yo mo homo.
Yes.
Isu atremade ana mo di to mo pa yo mo fie. Na so mo fie no mo hye na we so mo ye dey. Ehye a balance. Wona oni isu atrema ba ye no. A mo ne namu na mo so mo bo no. Na isu atrema no so no agina ba bi. Se wo so abegina ba bi no so akwakọ ebibi o. Efi a untimi hye. Awe a untimi hye. Barabu megitumi ye se samobodu kọ na okọ ho no. Enzempi ene enzem yo ma bebre ne bedi akiri. The issues that are really there deep down on trying to settle no making sure say team na ekuru for ne dia. No who say team no ekuru man dia, and they need to get some of the injured players fit as soon as possible to help their quest. Some person must survive the league anymore. It is not going on well at all. But they have quality players. It is some about when to me improve players no because players are quite tom when you my time oh. Baby any Go Stars adwuma na nyama me time. Baby any Go Stars level of investment no my in terms of player acquisition straight wins. Any resource. So they need to start doing things as soon as possible. I wish him all the best. Na minim say Abi Abu Dhabi okwa. This time around has given him another opportunity to say obe pedia ni mo Ghana for who say o you coach na do na team so you coach no. It's be PPF free but some Obodu should prove to Ghanaians say he's still one of the best coaches in our system.
Mate, Mike Mbramumi. Bram kakra na yenye PJ mu nenko.
Well, I think that Black Queens there no minima there. It is a good fit. Now what it means is that Oma completely level 1.
Yes.
Ejumana in stages. Into stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. The immediate task and then the name Senko by assemble team. Not team na competitive. Oh yeah. Now, how competitive our team nebe and our help to also do more a complete a year task in which is the qualification process for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, which she also did, and she's done it very, very well. Ghana, Ebeka, 4 other nations who are qualified plus the host nation Ebe 5. Botswana qualified, defending champions South Africa qualified. They did not have it easy. Yes. Board draw Burkina and Sana Enro Mobile 2-0. And they are qualified. They have made it. Then there will be other countries that will likely join them. List and Waha. And basically results omunya in the first leg. Nigeria say Omunike Ved. Almost 5-0 in the first leg. So Nigeria have all qualified. So Omoba
Edize wa go crack event
and you're possible. Say Kevet bet me a show my frame. Mali have also all qualified. Or Guinea 7-2.
Wow. In
the first leg. Then Algeria they were qualified. Only Burundi. Burundi home and away 5-1 and a 1-0 Enra. Then Equatorial Guinea DR Congo. That is yet to be decided because almost 1-1 in their first leg. Tanzania have a 3-goal advantage over Togo. Then there is Kenya, Botswana. Botswana Kenya for ni free mo. Oko draw with Kenya. then onya 1-0 results, so they are qualified. Tunisia, Congo, Tunisia were 5-2 advantage. Then Zambia as well qualified at the expense of Angola, and it's a winning 6-0 in the first leg. In Total list now, there are countries that are improving and countries that have improved. Ghana yenene was so yatiaba from amasisi no all players of national teams and mafemua at the senior level. Ghana a third layer, near a first layer, Nenke Nigeria, then Equatorial Guinea bouncing in, then Yehu along the line, countries also popping up. South Africa the latest. Omwa babe replace Ghana, even Cameroon babe pie home at some a point in time. In Tiania bear third layer. So with the qualification, we need to go there and prove a point. Going there to prove a point, in 2018, I had the last time I Bobby, which was a tournament at Ghana hosted. It was an embarrassment. Yet Nefie young qualified from the group. So the next task for Nora Hopton is they will not just go to Morocco next year, but they will go there and seek qualification beyond the group stage. Then Adam Kwame Kahono, ne Asheni Edi. But yemfa yefunu like yefun pine fan shabe enye possible. So after qualification, I expect say the Esefata edema the Black Queens players yemfa momo. Mema ne nkwankwa yes or ma qualify we ne yebe humo. Oh yebe so otemo. We'll see to it that you get what you deserve. Andra, there were similar incidents here in the studio. Patrick Akoto recounted say promises ne pledges about my family. None of it has been handed as it stands. So, if the Black Queens have qualified for the WAFCON, now your agreement be what say I was say ye disika say ye de mom a ball ma baso sema qualifier. Let them do the payment. He paid delay near DBA a demotivational. I juma na coach neyen afi players abemebu. Then they come to camp and they don't follow accordingly. Yempenisa because it means indirectly wo sabotage coach in juma.
Yes.
Si ajitum se coach ni mejuma ye. Ana de oye ni so a the little way we can also do to support obi anya na famudie. What the media that will do here and say you be trumpeting in juma no ye no. Baby say ye born abaso ye be born abaso baby say ye twe na adwen si so. Now ultimate to ne ye be hwe ne atwe na adwen si so. The other stakeholders football for no de no mo be make sure that everything is intact in terms of football administration. Send these queens will get everything. Then abide on our bay. It is your national team. The necessary funding and support here, logistics, finance, whatever. Make sure say are available to them. Blasters and Wasem. So these queens have qualified. If the Egitum so more queens are, let's give them that royalty treatment. Yes. Simple. We no Nabia compromises. Yejitum is here from Black Queens. Amoya hima. So Amoya hima yen show when munyam. Yen chanity tiakra. Because what they've done, it is to rewrite history be ananke be a taint on your image. 2022 Yankobi. Now we are back. South Africa in Rechia wabesayon. Wabejibiu yen GB. Morocco. They stayed out of the competition for close to 20-something years. Last time Anna Morocco Ababi before 2022 edition was in the year 2000.
Yes.
But investment into Omoma football, no, and how it translated into their national team, showing up and not just disappointing. And the Morocco bar 2022 AFCON, and they were able to qualify for the World Cup. That is what investment does. That is what support from government also does. In Tiemano, they have showed that they have the talent. Let us support them. And yet, they need the support. To us, folk, but I think that one of those we are ahead of a big game. The end of the Glazer family without investment.
As well. It's the pala. Says Otto wow. Where the bakwa? Achera busore bakola was the apa.
It's because only the foundations no right. So fundamentals ninge. So there are likely to be issues around them. And because we have big clubs, issue ne ba. either said there is an exaggeration as a media no emani who saying and I say actually the case is worse. Has it any news? Oh, forget any news be. How many coaches no my human that to be after? Good. Samuel Bodu was 11th coach.
Yes.
Bodu ko and how many coaches na yejuma? Ekeka 4.
Yes.
Okabo me say 15 coaches. To be after obaye no ondi 15 years kra. But when you more coaches than or more in dodo are with as the majority shareholder and the board chairman of Accra folk. Me carry akosi fundamentals ninye. And I want to believe Setobeno, he enjoys this. Yeah.
How?
Ebuano.
How?
Good. Maybe he has his own intentions. But vision biano. There were 5 stages I would defer vision no, to make sure that you realize everything. First, you get your picture, another image. Then our person we sign. Okay, that is the picture. How do you go about it? You need to change the situation. From which stage? Mean see dino. I have not even laid the first break. So change the situation. Who change we are? What next happens? After the change, you need to go about certain other things to put together. Say, change now we implement and the things will work. That is the consistency.
Yes.
Or the discipline. Who we are? You need a map or a plan. Discipline with a plan. It leads you to your goal. And it's simple. Okay, fine. Togbe's person has one of the elite teams on the continent. Anameboa.
Yes.
Has or the has neto to Real Madrid ne omokwan omofaso ye omonioma. Anameboa. Good. That is his vision. Has situations changed? Under normal circumstances, we are Juma for 10 years. Now one tenas say ube review approach another process. What they with Numa. Then basically means that you are so satisfied with the existing process, say, I bring you enough success that you don't even care about changing. But it's not true. Even for the biggest of organizations, Coca-Cola money way more my year Jumana since time immemorial. They do revise almost strategy in 2 hours. You see, Coke first almost a sign almost bottling, almost a song label, almost to me tweak your logo, but content na heading and say good. Why? It is because the content remains part of the core vision. No, content ne particular. The most distinct thing about Coca-Cola is the taste. If they change it, it is not Coca-Cola again. Has a folk team no. Idea there will say a big team that will challenge for titles. So we free wine has been. So you don't change the objective of the club. Rather, you change the approach because time at the new beba insist beba be beba. Football and the quiet fast insist be beba. So you change accordingly. You can't set up or build infrastructure and then still run the club like a Stone Age club. Say a tete club will be. As it stands, has any chief executive officer? How do they run? Who's in charge of the day-to-day operations of a club? My name is American Wood. Yeah, this is a serious thing. Alali cannot enter a season without a chief executive officer or a president, and they're not knowing what to do. Players
or money ade. Tini kofa coach you boba lo aba be karase.
Why not kofa ni buy? What was the thinking that went into the appointment of coach? Okay, fine. Remember. What miska? Men ko tadi embrel. Me ko buy me say ade na aka say men ko tono men ye bi. Basika no so ayira. No was answer smart me bi on. Me buy the same response. What smart me bi on for the third time same response. Obe smart me bi on.
Dabi.
So you change the approach. Tell me say Togbe ni je ho. Ebi a won te ase.
Na need the agent home.
There cost on any news. Nothing changes. Okay, fine. Oma can the omo can omo wrong. But the wa we need to ya. You brought on board Heading and Koopman with a bigger picture. Okay, fine. Wasake Koopman Heading that's what Harameboa. Heading has also been complaining, similar to what Koopman is saying. What does it mean? Inti abrofuni mi no normal kan bomwa obezo mugu eni mase. Does it even warrant for that press briefing no mobeye no? Nothing is scheduled, nothing is planned. Impromptu emergency arrangements. There is nothing elite about the development around House of Folk, but for Ebia the Omusisi, you see way, and then maybe the only elite thing about them. But the club now how are you running now? It is poor. A very poor and not befitting of an elite club. But Ebane saying there are no structures. Why are the structures be put in place? The orchestra. So if you erect structures to make things work, say Man City for the bar first. Now omoto to scan to go. Yet me Robinho blank check signing and ameboa.
Yes.
But when they had a vision, that is the picture. They decided to go about recruiting the right people, putting in place the structure. So they changed. Almost they became consistent. That is the discipline. Along the line, they had a plan. In Yafa, Soriano, Yafa Bergesten, the long-term plan was there. Pellegrini Kwa, yeah, the Pep Guardiola Barber Show, because he fits the plan. We stick to it and we realize our goals. And the City don't necessarily buy players to say they're not first net. They are also able to promote from within. Either say from Man City now and as a City Football Group. Why not make question? The Glazer family without investors. No more better Musa. Unnecessary. Oh, na said your more year ne de ngofone so ye wo man difference be any. Difference ma can tell say Tijani back or Ediana. Ono na be san so abebo ko to come ma can tell. Difference be ama because they don't know anybody yet. So wujitum so say fempo man so nya de ontimi nya adwuma no because why adwuma okotokwa no problem. But so wo gidie say coach ono ya assistant will go and City sa wakofa na ba no in a crisis scenario ono na be redeem de na ba share for the into me nye se ba share for the into me nye se adwuma no ba share for was discredited their body dinner no moto twini baby. Then we also need to look at omo did this and community take his decisions no. And at the end of the day the buck stops with the board chairman. He will change. But he is continuing. So more fun is supporters need some more match no. More match is what and was here for turn about 2 more. Almost more. And at the in the press briefing, no, they were supposed to show remorse and then indicate a willingness to change. But rather they came to reinforce their stance. Said your more any day, any quine so okay, fine. Ebia, we are wrong. They are right. They are more right, and is like the Arsenal project as it is now. A true stage be near Sreom. But Neomasa. And now we see Ebia almost only different. They are running like the Arsenal project. In Tibia, maybe about Mobes Rayani Besubazis idea. Make we 11 years, 15 coaches and counting. Are close to Porto?
Taras. I don't want to make us on Momo. Abu. A guitar now, so in
the next few days. Say has players and it has for our mouth and Mekasa. You will see the atmosphere.
Mate, you're calling your man as you are my premier court, the arcade to us, Mamma.